afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Can we start the session?
Shall I?
Ma'am, we'll start off the session with the introduction, ma'am.
One second. One second. My voice. I'll take the speaker and come. My voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, all. I welcome our Dean, Dr. Sargana, ma'am, and our head of the department, Dr. Judy Justin, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. I welcome our chief guest, Dr. XS Asha Shiny. Welcome, ma'am. I welcome our department staffs and all the participants to this session. Now I call upon Sherin for an introduction on the chief guest. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my immense pleasure to invite the chief guest of today, Dr. X. Asha Shaini, Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Nallamala Reddy Engineering College, Hyderabad. She is having more than 8 years of teaching experience at various colleges in Tamil Nadu and Telangana. She served as a resource person from Government of Engineering, Tamil Nadu. She has authored several research papers and was published in Scopus Index journals and SCI. Also, a few papers were published in conference at the national and international levels. She has published 2 book chapters in Associate Editor for PG and UG students. She has received awards of Golden Guru Award for excellent dedication for women in R&D Award for International Conference on Emerging Trends in Science and Engineering. She is a life member of IST. Research interests include MANET, artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, and so on. At present, she is working as associate professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Nallamala Reddy Engineering College, Hyderabad. Thank you. Now I hand over the session to you, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not ready to waste the time. I'll just start to share the screen.
Yes, ma'am. You're
Kindly
audible,
give the
ma'am.
kindly give the permission for the screenshot. It's showing troubleshooting. Otherwise, shall I send you? Can you able to?
Ma'am, it's enabled only, ma'am. You can share the screen.
Yes.
you're not
Yes.
audible, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
you are audible only. I did not start because of that
Okay.
screen till not
Okay.
able to share. Just wait.
Okay.
One second.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Now only it accepting. Okay. Uh, Now my topic is, I know everyone knows, I think so, recent trends in biomedical research things. Better you close it. I will try once again. If it possible, I will share it because that is easy for me. Akshay, madam.
பண்றேன் மேம் பண்றேன் ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is visible? Excuse me.
Yes, it's visible, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, recent trend in biomedical research thing. This is our topic. What is the recent trend? We'll go to see. If you feel bored means you ask question, I will share with you. You just follow me, I will share all those things. What I know, I'll be explore for everything with you people. The recent trend of the medical engineering, I'll take only two topics: material innovation and personalized medicine. Everything this is in my complete motivation is the future for the ME, PhD, or you go for the research completely in research field. That in that way I go to take. So I also did some nowadays I'm doing for the machine learning oriented some paper for the biomedical papers, and just now is going the paper is going for the review. So material innovation, how to innovate a particle. So biomaterials, nanomedicine, stem cell therapy. These are you people know how we want to do. These things are how to implement it in the sensor. So what are the sensor? First, how to implement it means before we know, right? So some of the biomaterial means study naturally occurring in laboratory designs. We find out all those things. This part the biomedical people will do, but how the people know to the sensor? Sensor know everyone knows sensor. A sensor can accessing to the process. Then what are the sensor? What the sensor will do? That part we go to discuss. Then the next session I'll go to take from the pattern. How to publish the things to pattern. Then nanomedicine, medical application of the nanotechnology. These are the technical standard from the sensors. Then stem cell therapy. The stem cell therapy transportation can be using from the white blood copper cells, plate transportation, then cancer. So these things are we are using. So is the main part different type of sensor. This sensor you people know how this sensor is work out. That is the temperature sensor, humidity sensor. These are the given examples of sensor. If the sensor, some sensor is working in an analog way, some sensor is working in a digital way. So what are the type of these sensor? I'm saying active sensor and passive sensor. What is active sensor? That basically humidity. Want to check the humidity purpose we are using for the active sensor. And temperature sensor find out the temperature through the humidity. This is completely an active sensor. In the active sensor are mostly accessing in the analog way. And the gas sensor. The sensor how to implement it. What are the use of that sensor? Where we find out these things. The temperature sensor nowadays we are using to the body temperature. Body is very good in style or not. We are looking at the fever temperature. Nowadays we are using from the sensor through thermometer, sensor thermometer. So these are under from the digital way. Previously we are using in the analog way. Nowadays they converted to digital way. Why we are using to analog to digital? Where those things are applicable? Using machine learning for the programming of Python language to implement it. The temperature sensor, automobility we are using, then mobile phones and smartphone mind. These three sensors are using. So in the temperature sensor, mostly using in the Python oriented language to based upon the sensing language. We are using, basically we are using all those things to EC. Where we accumulated, that part we want to know, right? That's why. So the passive sensor, two type of sensor. In the different type of sensor having two variations. One is active, another one is passive. In the passive sensor, what are they? Metal sensor, magnetic field detector. These are the passive sensor. Then why we are using this type of sensor? Before itself, we want to know electrical, chemical, and mechanical sensor. This sensor is also available. So the electrical sensor is completely oriented from physical parameter. It's converted to the electric signal. So every sensor is working. We are know how to is work using sensor, but we know the point which sensor is accessible. This is the analog sensor, or it's a passive sensor. Otherwise, this is the active sensor. Find out each and every part. Then we find out the language, which language we try to use. Language means machine learning through Python, or artificial intelligence through Python, or artificial intelligence to implement it for IoT, or artificial intelligence done with IoT data, big data. So we find out all those things to do that work. Everyone knows about the sensor, but which sensor is activated? The sensor particular name, which way, is a passive way or active way, and which wavelength, analog or digital. Everything will be step by step. We want to find out. After that only, we go for the next process. The electrical sensor is physically parameter convert to electrical signal. So this sensor completely using for the humidity. What is now the humidity sensor is using from completely electrical way. So how? The nowadays we are in Tamil Nadu, we are not we are in good temperature. Every time sunny, rainy, everything we can able to survey. But yeah, we cannot able to survey other state is too difficult. In South India is different. In South India, little bit coming from Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, too sunny. We cannot able to. The community is also differ from our days. Too difficult. That time the sensor, how the humidity sensor will find out, the calculate the soil level. So what is the soil is occur. Then the chemical sensor is the pH value. Why they can be find out the pH value? It's affected to the human body skins. Two worst conditions. The pH value, what is the value for at present 1 hour, next 1 hour. Basically, we can able to survey in 4 o'clock. Any 4 p.m. is too easy to survey. But here, in for example, in Gulf countries, in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, we cannot able to survey that climate. Sharply 4 o'clock, very hot sunny. Everyone we find out the humidity. And after that, we will check the pH value. Then only we start each and every one. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock also we can able to drive. But sharply 4 o'clock, is driving is too difficult. Next, mechanical sensor. The mechanical sensor should be utilizing in the electrical signal for the traffic poles. These are nowadays using in the traffic signal, completely in electrical signal through sensor. So I don't know because past 4 5 years I'm not there. Here completely smart road. So everywhere they'll be accumulated in the sensor. Each and every sensor is work out in the electrical signal and the chemical based signal and that mechanical signal. Completely road is also smart road. The driving is very pretty. The CC camera is working very good. In Chennai, just compared to whole India, more CC camera is available in Tamil Nadu, and that is also in the city is Chennai. But here, not that much CC camera, but the road is complete smart road. If did any mistake, the traffic police did not talk anything. The sensor will be find out everything. The sensor, each and every sensor will find out everything and track to the updated to the traffic police. What's the problem is our vehicle is in Tamil Nadu vehicle, it's not problem because we are not renewing all those things to here. We are our renewal process and insurance, everything will be in Tamil Nadu. But the vehicle is in Hyderabad means we'll go for the renewal time. That vehicle is going for the insurance period. They block the vehicle. Completely they block. They'll be put fine for each and every camera. We'll pay for all those things. After that only we can able to survey. So the sensor is too fast to working for the smart roads. Then light sensor. Why we are using in the light sensor? The light sensor is control for the street light, not only street light or the pole. Traffic pole signals also. The light sensor is work out very clearly, very clear image it will shows. And the turn on the night vision, day vision, then blurring vision, everything it will shows in the sensor. Next, metal sensor. The metal sensor can be using from, this is the metal sensor. In the metal sensor, completely using from the body, because we are surveying through the completely sunlight. So that time, what are the problem will occur to our body? So next I'll be showing this sensor. Because of the sensor, it's going to accumulated through the machine language programming, and how all of the things should be using in the mobile nowadays. Everyone can know for those things, but I'm not talk about that part. What is the part? How do we want to research the next level? That's the important thing. How to dump the data set? These are the very important thing. The sensor part is using from the machine learning, using the biomedical. Nowadays, everything in the mobile is available. Our research, then how long we are walking, how our heartbeat pulse, then temperature, pressure, blood pressure equipment, everything is available in smartphone. Then how do we find out how the sensor is working? What's the use? Then how to dump the data? How all those things are working? That is a very important thing. Yes, mobile can show all those things, but having some data set. What is we are thinking data set is not a simple thing. Has a dumping particle. The data set are different type of data sets are available. In the biomedical data set is NIH data set and data respiratories. It is the complete worldwide data set. Then cardiovascular research grid, that is one type of data set. Physionet, that is another type of data set. These data sets are dumped through the machine. And next I'll show. Down to the machine. After that only you are easily accessible. For a easily example means, in the we go for nowadays pharmacy, they'll check everything in the system. They'll find out if the medicine is available, that they can give. How? Already they dump the data set. Which data set they dump? They dump the data set, and basically the doctors know their data is available. How the data is available? What we want to know the data set, particular data set, which data set we are using for the system. That's what we want to know. How many data sets are there? These data sets are using through machine language. How they are dumping? Which language to dumping? That is a very important part. So next one is human connect home project. That type of data set is available. This is one type of data set. So two main data set. One is NIH data set and data respiratories. Next one is data set related to healthcare. These are two important. In the NIH data set and data respiratories, three parts are there. Cardiovascular research grid, Physionet, human connected home project. These are three sets are under from NIH dataset. Another thing, dataset related to healthcare. What are the data? They have CUP net. The abbreviation is Healthcare Cost and Utilization Project, US Department of Healthcare Human Service. This type of data sets also we are using the data tool. And the statistical health service, in this data set using for the statistical analysis. Some people, how many heart patients are there, how many BP patients are there, how many diabetes patients are there. Nowadays, how do we find out the COVID patient or a set? In the what's the use? Why we are using this type of data set? How do they dump the data? In which way? Arogya setup. How, in which language they are using Arogya setup? In the Arogya setup, everything is available. I find out all those things in machine language oriented. Next, they are using from the artificial intelligence. Then they are using IoT. They merge using for the data dumped through big data. So how they are doing for all the, so each and everything, collecting the survey rate, they collecting the data and dump the data for each and every one, and they will be scheduled. In the pharmacy, they are using for this data any use? No. If we are going for the biomedical area, we go and search for the medicines and we go for the human healthcare system, then which data set we want? In the data set, we will find out. So find out the data and dump the data and start our process. That is the first important point. Before we selecting the language and before we going for the research area, we learn different papers and find out the data set. Then start to this data set we surveying. Then we start to dump. Then next CDC data statistician. So statistical analysis is very important in the medical field because how many people are died, how many people are living. So that also on data set is there. So in this data set, you are using National Center for Health Statistics. They are using for surveying purpose one data set. And CDC data set is a complete statistical analysis. Then CDC fast stat is a topical tool. It should be using for the healthcare, insurance, birth rate, death rate, statistical analysis purpose. They are using this data set. So what are the data set they are dumping and they are accessing? For example, machine learning, I'm using machine learning through IoT process. In some medical process means I'm using for this data set. I'm going to using from the managed oriented project. I want to develop new app. That time no need for this type of data set in my research area. So I'm using, everyone saying, I'm using the data set. Which data set you are using? What is the name of the data set? We want everything, right? Next, in the data set, how do we are dump? That part is also important. For example, these type of data, why are you saying this many data types? Yes, I'm saying I just explaining for few data sets. Hello. One second. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry, extremely sorry. Extremely sorry, everyone. Sorry. Then, why we are saying I'm just explaining few data sets. I'm not explaining all type of data set, but data set is very important. Without data set, we cannot be able to access in our medical field. We cannot be able to access. But we know everything we are go and check the system. All data sets are available. Which data set we are using? The medical people are saying, doctors saying, nurse saying, the pharmacy people, no problem. Those people don't know, no need important for they no need want. They basically want one and only for the medicine name. Is more than enough. Which data set is available in the system, in which purpose they want to know for all those things. No need. They need a dump. They dump the data, they'll access. That's it. But sorry. What are the data sets are available? That part must be we know. The engineering is engineering people are very precious people compared to all field. Our mind is very sharp. We are every time molding and thinking. That is called engineer. So we want to know what's the next step. So how the machine learning is used in the biomedical field means now previously the person is affected from the heart attack. We cannot easily identify. For example, past 3 days back, it's happened for me. Suddenly my pulse rate is increased, my BP is increased. How I identify? Through my mobile. Guys, my mobile, how many hours I'm working? My pulse rate is this. This is next. We are using one smartwatch. Basically, all electronic goods are good. They are finding out all those things, but those things are danger for our body. Extremely sorry, no need to use for this word, but really in my research area, completely in manets, I research for all those things. Because of that, our health problem is not equal to anything at all. We are suffered from any issues from 60. The problem is occurred from 35, 37. How? Because the electric, the wavelength is affected our body. through the nerves. Basically, our nerve system problem, blood circulation problem. You walk, jog, everything. But your stress your mind through machine means your body is not flex. For example, the home to clinic. Here they are doing breathing problem. The brain, who is the brain? ML, machine learning. The ML will analyze and send the information to the doctor. So the patient want to do. So easily one person is running, walking, joking, everything did in a home. But suddenly not well. The person will analyze through the smartwatch or the mobile. We are uploading the app. Except the app, we cannot able to know. With the app only, we can able to identify all those things and easily go for the doctor, and we can able to see. Nowadays, without doctor help, we can able to test the diabetes. Without doctor, we can able to help through the machine, BP machine. We can able to identify our blood pressure. So everything, how is it digitalized using sensor? But which sensor we are using? Everything dumps the small chip. Everything can dump in a small chip. The chip sense, because of the chip only, all those metals are accumulated. So how? This is the very, very important point. If you are not downloaded this app, we don't know anything at all. If you downloaded the app, Arogya app or some many other app, if you find out your health condition day by day, that is a very big stress. But if you find out and easily go and identify the doctor, yeah, my health condition is like this. Yes, my pressure is yesterday, day before yesterday, and more than last week like that. The simultaneous is happening. That's why I'm coming to the hospital. Yes, these many things are easily happen. So one person home is doing for all those things. He's coming to the hospital. Who is doing for all those things? The ML power. ML is machine learning. How the machine will knows everything? No, the human dump all the sensor. The human dump all the data set. Who develop all those things? The human being. So every data set should be available in the system. Only the machine learning power should be established. So basically, all surgeons cannot know everything. We go and ask the opinion. Previously, we go and ask the opinion for different doctors. Clear example. Different doctors. Once one doctor said you go for the surgery. We did not go for the surgery easily. We go on. We send the report for different doctors. Otherwise, we go and ask to the different doctors. Shall I do for the surgery? The doctor give the opinion. Okay, means we will proceed. Otherwise, we did not. So same thing for this. All things are dumped here. So the machine will say all those things. We'll check for our system. Our mobile only saying like this, or other mobiles are saying. We'll check all those dump the data and check for the another mobile also. Then we go for the doctor. These things are happen. I checked it twice. Then doctor give the suggestion, he'll consult. He is also having dumb set, the data set. Or she is having the data set is available for his system. Go, she'll check everything in the system. Yes, then go for the surgery or not. Next, heart patient is admitted in the hospital. Previously, pulse rate is taking separate radiator. Then BP rate separate radiator. The angiogram, if you go for the angiogram, the person go for the angiogram or angioplasty, separate radiator. Nowadays, all radiators should be connected to one certain machine. How? For example, the angiogram, put it for the angiogram, the patient name, the doctor name, what's happening, everything dump the system. The system is connected to the server. Same thing happening. Everything connected to the one system, single system, that is called ML. It will analyze. He send the information to here. This information also dump it here. This information is also dump it here. This information is also then one person response is getting from here to here. So one person information dumped from everywhere. The person is going for the angioplasty or angiogram. Before, what are the reading? Pulse reading, then heartbeat reading, BP, then sugar, everything day by day they are checking and writing. Nowadays, no written work. Everything dumped to the system. Where in the whole hospitalized, centralized hospitals dumped to one server and different types of client. Thin client or whatever client they are using to dump everything. So the BP is taking from first floor. He is dump all those information to the system. Is automatically saved through the server. Next, BP, everything dump it. Then finally summary report. Who will write? The system will take everything. Everything is available in that system, right? Up to date, the doctors should be updated. Then everything come in the system. Then will be find X name or Y name or Z name. All report will show in different type of system in the hospital. Which hospital we are admitted. Nowadays, who will going for stay in the queue in Hyderabad is not available. Call and inform, automatically the token number will show, automatically the server is available, it will come up to the token number, timings, everything. If you go for the hospital, before patient, after patient won't be available. Because the timings for a half an hour means they will be allocated for 3 persons. Next half an hour is allocated for next 3 persons. So no rush. The right time they will go and talk to the doctor. The report, we did not go and collect the report. They dump the report and send to the report through the mobile or email. We collect everything to the hospital mail ID. It's automatically dumped to the server. If the doctor want to go for a check in the hospital mail ID, otherwise check for the hospital system. So no need to wait for a long time. So everything dumping, everything is worked out. What are the type of data set they are using in the hospitalization, in the hospital? Which type of data they are dumping? It is a very important thing. The machine learning using these type of data. These are the complete thing. This goal and success is complete for the doctor oriented part. Then data set, this is the engineer's part, then data type and ML method. These 3 parts are ours. These are the reporting area. They will what they dump here. They will be right. For example, I'm asking, we are an engineer. We don't know. Biomedical people knows. All computer science people don't know for all those things. What is they know only language. That language also they want. Most of the people are knowing one and only engineering language is C, C++, Java, Python in that oriented. So data dumping also, which type of data dumping all engineers don't know. Some particular people who are the dumping system people or who a programmer no need for all those things. The programmer did not do for all those things. Or who is the programmer work? They write the program. What you want, what you are asking, that only the programmer will do. So these are this type of data set, the goals and success and data set and ML. Sorry, here is data set. Here is 1 second. Sorry. This is the data set and the data type and the ML method. Why they are using data set, data type and ML method? In that way only we can be able to write the program. Some people are asking with me lot of time, which language to using for the programming is used. Nowadays the trend is machine learning. Better you go with machine learning, any language means it's good for you. So this, for example, we go and ask to the programmer, I need Just patient blood pressure. Want to check the blood pressure. The engineer don't know anything at all. He know only the formula. In the same formula, he'll be dumb into the program. That's it. The engineer part is over. Who will dump the data set? Particular person is available. So that person will do for the data set. The data type part is in the programming level they will be doing. The ML level, machine learning method, they'll be giving the patient the details means what happening for the data set. This type of data types we are using in the machine learning. This method we are, my machine learning method we are using. Patient molecular. Patient molecular. This is step by step. Patient molecular, then patient profile without clinical data. These are one by one because it's not the tablet column is not sufficient to fix the single page. That's why I did like that. Don't mistake me. Then goals. So these are this patient. This is the summary. It accumulated. So will be previous and after will be done with. So which data type we are using? high dimensional or enabled data sets or structured data sets. Then method, which deep learning or surprise learning. Deep learning means step by step we want to learn. How the step by step we learn means each and look at every corner. For example, I am taking one data, patient. I will be taking the patient data set. How to be done it? It's going for the high dimensional or low dimensional, structural way or unstructural way, unlabeled or labeled. In this way we find out. Then we go for the process. This is the research area. So some doctors will do that research work. Some patient cannot be able to cure whatever medicine. What are the medical rep will give some medicine tablets. They will give try for the tablet to the patient. But they know the molecular formula. Biomedical people knows the molecular formula because you people are learning more and more chemistry. But the computer operator don't know for all those things. He know one and only machine-oriented program. Complete machine-oriented program, how to dump it. In the dumping process, what we want to do? Once done, the process is running or not. Once the program is finished, the program, he will check the program is running or not. The machine language first level is running or not. The model is correct or not. Then we will send to the tester. The tester is also check all those things. Different type of testing is available. We'll check and queries will come. Then we'll be giving the information. This type of query you want to applicable. Something is applicable, something cannot applicable. But we'll be proving what we are saying is 99% is applicable. We are saying like that. Because of the data set, data type, ML method, what's the time should be reduced. We did not waste our time anywhere. Everything is dumped, right? Complete data are available. Why the doctor going to waste the time for the patient? But basically because of why we are dump all those things. We secure the patient. We say the patient is in critical stage. At that time we cannot be able to go and ask to the question for each and every type of people. That is too difficult. For normal thing, the doctor say go to operation means we'll go and ask to one by one doctor, then that procedure is that level is different. The patient is in critical position. That time how we go and ask to each and every doctor? Some people have fear. Doctor also having some fear. That time the data is dumped in on server, it will show the system. It's easy to do the work. So image processing also we are using. Here machine level method, ML method we are using deep learning. Why ML method using deep learning means each and every step we want to check. Next, natural language processing also we are using. Where we applicable for the natural, some naturally disordered people, naturally health problem people. That time we go for the natural language processing we are using. Basically, what we are learned. That's not a matter. Book is wrote in someone. Research is different. We want to do each and every step. What's going there? What is the meaning of data set? For example, in my project, I want to create new algorithms. That's mine. If I want to share, will share. If I'm not ready to share, no. But I am the right person. Without my knowledge, anyone took my project means I can able to applicable case. And it's a very big forgery case. Very, very big forgery case. So this is one type of machine learning dumping data. Next one is next. The data set is our part and the data type is our part. In the ML method, we are using deep learning and the natural language processing through mining, dumping data time, big data or data mining. These are using to dump the data. How to dump the data? You are saying data type, data set, dump the data. How? So each and every time there is scholar period, research area period, one survey is there. That report is important. In that report, we will take the feedback. In the feedback, we will be analyzing one statistical report. In the statistical report, we will dump it. In that way, okay, it's acceptable. Okay, it's going. We'll be able to understand. So in my paper is good means a lot of the people are taking it. Next process. For example, I did my project in my manner. In my own algorithm is called self-organization. So I'll reduce the energy. So how many people want to reduce the energy? So most of the people check my paper and take the paper and they are utilizing the paper. That is okay. But without my knowledge they are taking means they are using different algorithm is not a problem. But my same algorithm they are using means it's a very big issue. But the same thing, if you dump the data set means this is your own data. Data type is not a problem. The data set is its own data set. If you're using the data set means that time you are mentioning I am using this data set from this paper, this research paper. Or because of this patient is affected, in that period of time, this person is using for the data set. In the data set, I am taking for my project. So your language is in machine learning. Sometimes you are using for the data set, using ML or AL. Sorry. A or IoT, that's your wish. But where you taking, where you are using, that is very, very important. If you are taking is not a problem, you mentioned that word is not a problem. If you are not mentioning, it's a very big issue, it is a crime. They will, without our knowledge, they will find the case. Lot of things are happening. Next, what are the things I'm using in artificial intelligence used in biomedical? The biomedical science is a very, very, very broad range. Because different type of diseases is coming, different type of molecular formulas are you are creating, different type of sensors are coming. In the sensor is using from machine learning or artificial intelligence. That is a very, very, very difficult part. We cannot be able to come out that area. Very big broad area. We are in computer science. We are saying Java is the ocean, but here biomedicine means is a very broad range. Basically, I'm computer science oriented person. I'm starting from this early stage. I don't know about the biomedicine. What is also why they are studying, what they are studying, because I did not like chemistry. That time only I understood. Okay, these many things are available. After that I understood. Okay, these people are too precious. We are learning these many things, right? Because of the people, how the technology is developed. These many different papers. Research paper means bunch of papers. Too interesting. Too interesting. Non-stop to read. What the hell I'm thinking? What that much knowledge? Mostly foreign authors. Our Indian authors are very pretty fellows. Equal to the foreign author, they are explaining different way. They clearly explain for the molecular formulas. Really great. After that only I impressed for the field. I felt, finally I felt, really these people are great. Because that many papers are available in biomedical science. Because day by day they are learning different new things. Because these things are creating for the human want to live in this world. How to clean the hospital, how to clean the clinical and medically. Not only human, they are using from the animals also. So they differentiate the molecules. So really too great I thought. Then human health diseases, each and every disease are too difficult. For example, basically the human did not affect any diseases is too good. Especially I thank you every time to the God. Tamilians are too great. We are eating very healthy food. Nowadays, that also we are not giving importance. Our parents are too strict. The youngsters also strict in that part. If you come out for the other criteria, the condition is not that much. Because of that, compared to other country, other state, our health conditions be good compared to other people. And next, the biomedical, how to implement to the artificial intelligence compared to machine learning, machine learning, artificial intelligence is little bit vast. Why artificial intelligence is vast means it is a first of all artificial intelligence using 1947 I think so. They done one workshop. That time it should be failure. After that, I also studied in artificial intelligence in my college days. PGs, everything. Only one formula. A is equal to infinitive. What is the meaning of A is equal to infinitive? No one don't know. Meaning, a artificial intelligence is equal to infinitive means artificial intelligence can be able to different way to get the solution. We want to implement a different way. When it started to boom 2016, our Indian person, he is living in US, in the guy with the project. In his age is 16. That time they are accepting. Artificial intelligence, we are using IoT. No need any language, no sensor. So artificially using some sensor. If you know the sensor, if you're creating a new sensor is also no problem, you give a name. Because they are using from the artificial intelligence. Previously they won't give no value at all. After 2016, the guy did all those things. After that only he proved it. It's possible. Then how is possible? Because of the formula. I did all those things. After that only implemented. Because of the implementation, we got that. So nowadays it's booming in artificial intelligence. But I'll give too important for machine learning. But artificial intelligence also too good. Where it's artificial is too good, basically in the biomedical people. Different criteria peoples are we are seeing. different people. Excuse me one second. Sorry. Different people are you are seeing in different areas, because you are writing different molecular formulas and different chemical values. You people accept these artificial intelligence formulas. If you are creating a new formula, where you created, they'll ask is through artificial intelligence. It's the old formula, no problem. It's my own formula using artificial intelligence in the laboratory. Different laboratory, we are using this artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence biomedical is usage of software and complex structure of own algorithm. Here I am putting structure of algorithm. Artificial intelligence is completely oriented of algorithm. There is a very nowadays the algorithm is not in Pascal language. Previously, the algorithms are in Pascal language. If the Pascal language we cannot easily identify, we cannot able to study. That's why we all start to learn in our own language, English language. Our own language, not our mother tongue, is English language. So the medical data, then specialization in the medical oriented specialization, then capability of computer algorithms, everything. Here you are writing your own algorithm, be relevant to the artificial intelligence. You can able to prove, no problem. Some human diseases are new human diseases. You find out the solution, the molecular part, or the molecular value, or pH values differ from some human or animal, or anything. No problem. The chemical value should be different. Means you can able to write with the key structure. If your own key structure, you can able to write. No problem. Here they won't ask because that's your own algorithm. Previously they were not. They did not give the own algorithm approval. Few things they'll give you. But nowadays, if you write the own algorithm, means you get approval, we implement it, no problem. How? But own algorithm is writing is not a matter. Approval is very important. That important, we want to utilize the time and learn more artificial paper and write our own ethics. If you get a correct solution, means easily approved. If you are not getting right solution, you only know, then you cannot be able to express that also little bit difficult, because expression is very important. If you know, it's not a problem. If you know that's your the answer is correct, everything is good, it's not a problem. But want to express and more, because the research area we want to prove, must we want to prove this particle is this particle is not happen. Everything we want to prove. That is very important. So where we drop some data setting, everything we can able to write in a own language. So it's not a problem. So artificial intelligence completely algorithm oriented or completely our own language oriented or our own thing. It's not a natural thing. Artificially we want to do. So you can able how we can able to prove in artificial intelligence means not relevant to the natural thing. It's a natural thing. We are using natural thing also. I'll be change this molecular formula or this chemical formula, or I'm using this type of n number of value I changed. If you show something and prove it for the research area, that also applicable in the artificial intelligence. You can easily applicable in the artificial intelligence through biomedical. The IoT is used in biomedicine. It's a very recent trend nowadays. Thermometer, IoT based. Pressure machine, IoT based. Diabetes machine, IoT based. Arogya app, IoT based. Then sensor. If you're going for sensor to checking in the airport, railway station, or some big bus station, they are available in IoT sensor. That's why I talk about in the first sensor, because everyone knows sensor. Which sensor they are using? In which sensor you are using? Which type of sensor you are using? What is the use of sensor? What is the name of sensor? Use of sensor everyone know. In the use of sensor, no need for the education is not important. How to operate, that is more than enough. What is the name of sensor? What is the use of sensor? That is our part. We want to show the difference, right? We are educated. We know. I'm an engineer. I know for these things. I implemented for these things. I analyze. We want to know. So the recent revolution, IoT and big data. Basic IoT based everything dumped in the big data. So what are the tools? So big data means is a one type of dumping data. Nowadays only we are using what different data sets. Previously not having that much data sets. Dumping work using big data tool. Big data analysis, data mining. And these are after 2016 only all things are using. Big data is dumping from where? Anyone can able to answer? Big data is using from where? Anyone? And kindly unmute yourself and answer. We are daily using for the social media, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me. Have idea? Facebook. Our
Ma'am, can you
complaint.
please repeat the question, ma'am?
Big data, where we using the big data, dumping the data, big data, where we are using. Okay. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it dumping from Facebook? We are using all type of social medias, right? Dumping different images, and we are dumping all things. They are using in Facebook, Insta. All those things are using from the data is dumping using through big data only. Easily we can able to dump. So easily they are frequently changing the menus, right? In Facebook is previously is not in the same app. It's a different more style. First, basically, are using from the how the business is boom means. It is using from the Zynga game because of the game they are booming. After that, they are using different mode. So that's why we can easily hack from Facebook. That's why they are giving different security. But whatever they do, we can easily track the people. It's okay. Sorry, we go. Our track is moving from somewhere. Okay, sorry. Okay, IoT and big data analysis. So the IoT and big data means most of the IoT sensor are using from big data. Why? We can easily dump the data. Sensor we can easily. Then using different algorithms. What are the algorithms we are using? Machine learning algorithm through IoT. Artificial intelligence using IoT. Where you are using in biomedicine? Anybody? Anybody? Anyone? The end stage I am asking. IoT is used in biomedicine. In the IoT using biomedicine, machine language algorithm, artificial intelligence algorithms is applicable in the medicine field. Okay. Anyone? Shall I? Wheelchair. Nowadays using sensor wheelchair is available, right? So the sensor wheelchair, then in the sensor wheelchair means automatically using. If we are frequently going from different type of trains or different, nowadays they are using different type of trains. They are also using in sensors. The sensor mostly accessing the dumping data, the data using from big data tools and using machine learning algorithm or artificial intelligence algorithm. Any one algorithm, they dumping the data and accessing the process. Basically, I did not see anywhere in that wheelchair. Only one time I saw from other country. The wheelchair is automatically focused through remote. They did not move from anywhere. Like a washing machine. Nowadays, the washing machine is can able to access in anywhere, right? You having the app, the machine is started from the switch is only want to on, and the machine switch is also want to on. Anytime you want to access the machine, in the same thing, you can able to access the sorry uh, wheelchair because you want to sit any one position through remote. Basically, in a childhood, we are accessing the remote car, remote aeroplane, remote bus. So it's accessing through 1 kilometer. Nowadays, we can able to access more different areas. How the wheelchair experiment is coming from through the remote cars, small machines they are running right. In that way, they are find out. So emerging trends in the telemedicine using artificial intelligence. Telemedicine means they are dump everything. The dumping process is big data or data to everything. They are using one the personalized they are using in the telemedicine. It's not only telemedicine, telecaller, BPO, BS. They are using one software is called CRM, customer relationship mode. In the customer relationship mode, we dump all those things. Previously, we are dump all those things in Oracle based part. Nowadays, we are using big data and using any one data set. I show all different data sets, and I'll be explain different sensor also. So we dump all those things and flexibility. Who is sitting the telemedicine? That person cannot know. They don't know what are the medicine, but you are saying means they will check the. We dump all those things, right? First aid medicine they can able to give. Then here it's in till India it's happened or not I don't know, but in other countries they start to do for the IORT, Internet of Robotic Things. Internet of Robotic Things means the robot can be able to go for surgery also. They are trying, but partially fulfilled. It sometimes it's a machine, right? It's not filling properly, but partially fulfilled. The filling is very temptable. So this type of Internet of Robotic Things, next IoT, next stage it will come means the human the human worker employee should be the reduced. Automatically the reduced, then automatically the doctor's strength is also reduced. Only robot will do for all these things. For example, nowadays they go for the don't think the operation will do robot. No. They are they will try to do machine to try to do, but nowadays they are accessing the machines. If you go for the data, the doctor equipments, everything the robot will take and give you the right thing. Because how they know the binary ways, bits and bytes, zeros and ones. That's why I'm saying analog and digital way, active and passive way. Everything they'll be using from the robotic. And in that time, the mechanical people will entrusted to do for those work, the machine-oriented work, the dumping the work. So that IORT, as soon as they try to implement it, if they implement it means automatically the employee should be reduced in the hospitals, most probably. Nowadays, that means for staff nurse is doing one work, that work is will do for one robot. So they'll be trying doing for that work because of the robot means the money is saved. We can able to save the money. So we'll be using for those things the biomedical and healthcare application. The biomedical and healthcare application means we want to think and implement. Healthcare means we are going for the death rate, birth rate, and some insurance. Each and every applicable, they are using some biomedical terms, protocols. In that protocol, we want to accept. Wearable devices are there. We want to collect all those things, analyze for ourselves. This protocol is correct or not. I'm talking about the research oriented. I'm not a human want to check the insurance. In that way, I'm not speaking. If you go for the, if you go to write the thesis or if you go to write the anyone paper, you want to think all those things. Then you start to write. Wearable devices is available means you check it, collecting the part and analyze which part you go to write. You are choosing for machine learning or artificial intelligence. Which device you want to use, IoT or some other part, using any language. Find out all those things. Each and every part is too precious and implemented in the right path. Right way we want to explore it. So next, I cannot able to go with the journals. I will go for the pattern because this is a very important pattern. I hope lot of students are available. If I finish for this part, I'll go back with the journal. I'll talk about how to research. In the same research thing, we want to publish the pattern. Anybody can able to tell who is published the first pattern? Mostly know the answer. Who's published the first pattern? Shall I give the clue?
Yes, ma'am.
Light. Who is the inventor of light? LKG question pa. Everyone have mobile, right? Kindly check to Google. How to we are sitting under from the light? Really all are available or turn on the mobile or lappy and stay away? This is not a very big question. So all 35 except me, all 35 members are.
Ma'am?
Yeah, tell me. Shall I?
Ma'am, it's Edison.
Tell me. First published pattern. Shall I? யார் வந்து லைட்டை கண்டுபிடிச்சா?
Ma'am, Thomas Edison, ma'am.
தாமஸ் ஆல்வா எடிசன்ங்க. He only published the pattern. Okay. What is the meaning of pattern? What you are thinking? நீங்க தமிழ்லயே சொல்லுங்க இல்லைனா no problem. You just answer it mean Tamil, no problem. What is the meaning of pattern? Lot of the people are nowadays publishing pattern, right? What is the meaning of pattern?
Ma'am, it's like if we are inventing the first thing for a first time, and I'm owning the name for that thing that I have invented,
Okay.
and I'm getting the permission from the particular committee It's named as a pattern, ma'am.
Sorry, here. First part is correct. Second part I will. Okay. The pattern who is developed, that is called the inventor. That is 100% correct. Who is the full authority? That is called applicant. Okay. Good idea, right? It is very good. 75% she explained. So how to get the pattern part? The screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you. How we get the pattern? The pattern can be split into three ways. One is utility pattern, design pattern, plant pattern. Our patterns are utility only mostly. Design pattern mostly the company people will. I'll come to Thomas Alva Edison later. Design pattern. So now I come to the Thomas part. Thomas Alva Edison the developed or inverted the light. Light having one shape, right? Yes or no? You people did not talk, means really I will stop. Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Have one because my session is going bored.
No, ma'am.
One shape, right? That shape is very important. That shape, anyone want to copy for the shape, it is a very big crime. Okay, that is called designed pattern. Who is the inverter? The inverter will develop the part. If you develop one program or develop one molecular formula, it will resolve one disease. That is your part. But you cannot be able to publish. You want to pay some amount to publish the pattern. Pattern amount is not very big amount. 4,500. That's it. You fill the application form and you have design. Design means block diagrams. You have that abstract and the implementation path and the result implementation path. That's it. If you know all those things, you just fill the pattern. If you fill the pattern for 4,500 rupees, online also is possible. Your pattern is not to publishing take time. This reviewing for 45 days. Previously, pattern office is available from Chennai, Bombay, Rajasthan is available. Nowadays, where we applicable in that office they will be published. For example, Chennai office means Chennai will publish. Mumbai office means Mumbai published. Rajasthan means Rajasthan publish. But nowadays Delhi one office is there. Nowadays what they did now, when they merge all the pattern office means December month of 2021. They start to completely merged and everything. They start the process from August 2021 and complete the work from December. Who are uploading the file in the August after 15, they file and publishing the pattern in 2021 after December month. They merge. Now we are filing the paper from Chennai office, or Rajasthan office, or Mumbai office, or Delhi office, whatever office. All the application goes to merge to the Delhi office. They'll check all the application, find out any collaboration work or not. After that, only they start to publish only the Mumbai office. Sorry, Delhi office. Not anyone can easily publish. Utility pattern only mostly we will do. Design pattern means I told now. Utility pattern means students project we can able to do. Then we will be develop any project we can able to do. After that, the pattern you move from the grant. Before going grant, you have a design of the pattern. So bulb having some what I'm saying. If you have a bulb means having some, these things are available, right? One shape. That shape I want to change means it's not possible. It's not in my hand. I go and talk to the particular. If you are developed, you are having grant, everything means I directly approval. They give, they'll accept. After that only I can able to do. For example, nowadays copyright. The copyright is also not that much issue. But cotton is not like that. It's a very big issue. It will happen. They filing the case. Then who is the inventor? The inventor can invent everything, but he has no amount. Madam, what is this 4,500? Is not amount. We want to file the, go to the patent office. We want to meet. It's not easy part. We go and meet to the particular person, and we want to fill all those things. Form 9, Form 2, Form 1. These are the Indian patent. If the patent want to get approval from our country to other country, that also having one form is there. We fill that form. Our patent is approval from whole world. That form already we are doing Form 9. But you are in India. You are working from, basically you are Indian, but you are working from other country. You develop one patent, but you want to publish the patent from India. You develop all those things, but who is the first author? We cannot. We are working from some other country, right? Who is working from India? He is the first author. Then he is the applicant. So he will give the approval. The inventor told him, kindly put me also applicant. Why? He is an Indian. So that time we will giving for the applicant full rights to giving to the first authority. The first authority will move from the second means he will take, he don't know anything at all. The first authority only, he is the applicant. But the inventor is having full value. Whatever the value, who will publish? The first authority. So nowadays what they are doing means applicant and inventor, both is possible. Previously now it's not possible. Applicant 7 members, inventor 7 members. If you are in below 7 means your patent is a workable thing. You are an 8th author means no one acceptance. AP score should be reduced automatically. So if you are publishing patent, best 7 author is good. In the best 7 author, both are applicant and inventor is too good. Score automatically the score should be increased. So these are the part. So I'm having 4,500 is not a matter. You are working in some other country, you are developing one project, you want to publish in India because you cannot be able to publish in other country. They are easily accepted. If they are accepted also, we want to dump the amount. It's not a easy thing. We want to dump more amount. So easily, better you publish in India and submit the paper. Finish. Your AP score is automatically increased. That is called one type of equity pattern. Design pattern means no one cannot be able to change. IBM having one word, right? IBM. The IBM letter having one design, that is called design pattern. That design pattern, anyone copy for a IBM company. IBM company. What is it? IBM company. That design. Anyone copy to another one company means the company file to the case, criminal case to another company. The company cannot able to run or not 1 or 2 days. It's a very big case. So design pattern means we want to check very clearly. After that only file. We want to check top to bottom. It's not an easy part. For example, one full stop is also very important for the design pattern. We are going from a shopping mall. Each and every shop's having one name, right? The same name anyone copy to some other shop, that is also one a crime. In nowadays in a village it happened, but it's not a very big criminal case. It's not an easy thing. They are filing anything at all. Then plan pattern means completely structural oriented pattern. Mostly The structural and mechanical people will do. Once the pattern is completely over, after that only we will go for the sorry, we will go for the grant. How many years waiting for the pattern and grant? Anybody having idea? Yeah. First you want to publish the pattern. Your project publish the pattern. Then only you go for the grant. How many years gap? Anybody having idea? Yes or no, please? Shall I? Shall I answer? Hello?
Ma'am, 20 years, ma'am.
No. The end of this. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. The minimum years is 3.5 years more than this. If you go for approving the grant, after grant, once your pattern is published, the same pattern you can able to publish for the grant in 3.5 years. After 3.5 years, you start to filing, complete the process. Once you get the grant, means you are the full and full proprietor. Why we are getting the applicant and the inventory means that time, the grant period of time, both the people are important because grant means once you publish the pattern, in that pattern you take to ready to more modules and give to grant. That time the same inventor and same applicant must basically first 7 authors is very important. First 3 then who is the first author? In that person only applicable for all those things. Dump all those things. So he will dump it and in his name only we will do all those process. That is the grant, and the grant also will be separate from the applicant and the inventor. So if you get the grant means completely authorized person, the single thing is happen also, we can be able to raise the question for each and every one. So if you have any doubt for this part of grant or pattern, excuse me.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Yes, if you have any doubt for this part,
Girls, do you have any doubts? So please ask.
if you have a doubt with the session means please ask with me. No doubts. Thank you everyone.
Ma'am,
I
thank
hope
you.
yeah. Kindly 1 second, if you don't mind, can you unmute and turn on the video?
Good evening to all. First of all, I thank our Almighty God on this great occasion. It's my privilege to express a heartfelt thanks to our Dean, Dr. Sarkunam ma'am, for her great support for conducting this workshop. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank our head of the department, Dr. Judy Darshan ma'am, for her coordination and motivation. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank all the staff members of biomedical department for their support. Thank you all. I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. XS Asha Shaini. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the great session. Last but not the least, I would thank all the participants for their participation in this session. Thank you all.
Hello. Hi. Asha, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Shall we wind up, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay.
1 second, you people, can you able to turn on the videos?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you turn on the video for the proofing purpose? I want to submit. At least faculties. possible?
இது வீடியோ வராது.
Okay, leave it, no props.
ஓகே. அதுலயும் கேமரா ஒர்க் ஆகாது. சரி நான் இதுல ஓபன் பண்றேன். Please wait for a second.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. I just take the screenshots. That was fine. Thank you so much, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Shall I leave?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Participants, please fill the feedback form in the chat box. இவளை இருக்க சொல்லுங்க. Dear participants, kindly fill the feedback form. We'll send the certificates through your mail within 2 days. Thank you all for attending these sessions.